If you don't know what to watch and you need someone to point out some good bangers for you, I'm here to help. I'm going to start with comedies. So this is What to Watch, Part 1, Comedy Edition. Let's start with Happy Endings. This is a group of friends that lives in Chicago, and this show starts with a bang by a bride leaving her husband-to-be at the altar. And then they have to figure out how are they going to be a group of friends with all this drama going on. There are only 3 seasons, but it's very good, very funny, and it's on Hulu. Then you have Life in Pieces, and if you like Modern Family, you're going to love Life in Pieces. It's about grandparents, their 3 kids, those 3 kids' spouses, and their children. Funny, funny, funny. And you get to follow all their lives. Really smartly written and very funny. 4 seasons are on Hulu. Then you have Animal Control. This is on Netflix and Hulu. They have 5 seasons. This is a workplace comedy about animal control officers and how they have to compete with other law enforcement for respect and also how to wrangle in all these animals. We have our Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt next on the list. There are 4 seasons on Netflix, and this is from the mind of Tina Fey, among other writers. And it's about a reverend who is a cult leader, very charismatic, convinces these 4 women that it's doomsday and they need to live in a bunker underground with him. 15 years later, they're rescued. They come out of the hole, the bunker, if you will, and now they have to learn how to live in the real world and assimilate. And it's following one girl named Kimmy and how she makes a life for herself in the city of New York. Speaking of great, and speaking of the mind of Tina Fey, our next one is called Great News, and it's about a news station. So it's a workplace comedy. It's also a mother-daughter comedy, and it reminds me a lot of Anchorman. It's very quotable, and the characters are silly. Nobody Wants This is the next one on my list. It's currently on Netflix. There are 2 seasons out already, and we're gonna get more. Kristen Bell, she plays an atheist who falls in love with a Jewish rabbi. And it's a story about how they're in love and it's such a great relationship, but everyone else around them, it just complicates their lives so much. Then we have one of my favorites, Better Off Ted. There are 2 seasons that you can buy on Amazon Prime, on Apple TV. It's not expensive. It's just a couple of dollars. You get 2 seasons. It's about a corporation that conducts business in a very, very questionable manner. It's a science corporation, and so they do experiments on their coworkers. They do experiments on all kinds of things they shouldn't be experimenting on. They're coming up with inventions that should not exist. It'll have you laughing out loud. Then we come in with Grace and Frankie. There are 7 whole seasons of this show. It's on Netflix. It's about 2 couples that are somewhat older in age. So we're talking probably in their 60s maybe. They meet up at a restaurant, and their husbands tell them that they want to divorce because they're gay. They've always been gay. They want to be together and they want to get married. The show follows this couple, that, you know, the gay couple that gets married, but also their ex-wives and how they hilariously don't get along with each other, but then have to somehow support each other through this. One is very high-powered, high fashion, always looks perfect, is very afraid of judgment from others. And then you've got another one who's a free spirit and is a hippie and does some very, very awkward and strange things, but they somehow find hilarity in each other. 7 seasons on Netflix. Then we have St. Denis Medical. It's somewhere between The Office and Scrubs. So it's a medical comedy, very silly. There are 2 seasons. It's on Netflix and Peacock. But if you're looking for a comedy that is very lighthearted, you don't have to really invest too much in the storyline, that one's for you. The next one's one of my favorites. It's called Single Parents. There are 2 seasons on Prime Video. This one was one of the ones that was canceled too soon. It's about a set of kids and they're single parents. So this is a group of single parents that all send their kids to the same school, and they have to maneuver all of their kids' personalities. They have to try and find their own love and move on. They have to manage their finances, and they have to also have a great time and live their lives. Then we have The Neighborhood, a white family who moves into a neighborhood of mostly African Americans. So it has a lot of socio-political nuances, but in a funny way. Very lighthearted, very funny, great cast, and I think you'll enjoy it. There are 5 seasons, and it's on Hulu. Last but not least is Superstore. Superstore ran for 6 seasons. On Hulu is where you can find it. It's a workplace comedy about a group of people who work in sort of like a Walmart. And so you get to learn about the ridiculous employees and their behavior, and even more ridiculous customers and their behavior in that type of work situation. I hope you enjoy them. Follow, like, and comment so that I can continue to make these videos for you. Thank you.